Budgets here, and I'm on a journey to ensure a better financial future for myself by budgeting, hybrid cash stuffing and doing savings challenges. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video we are going to be cash stuffing for week 3 of November. Again, like I say in every video, I just can't believe we're already like in November. It's wild that we only have a few weeks left of the year. Doing my best not to hit my table or anything because I don't want to shake like the camera. And yeah, how is everyone doing? Did you all have a lovely Halloween? Did you do anything for bonfire night? What else has happened? I think that's it. Yeah, we didn't really do anything for either. It was just, you know, cozy evenings at home, which is what I like the best. So yeah, so today we're going to cash stuff £95, and this is a mixture of like cash and placeholders. So first let's count the cash. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 95. So that's supposed to go there. Right there. I think I have managed to get everything out ahead of this video. So yeah, that's exciting. So yeah, so we have some rollover money from last week. So we should have £5 left in personal spending. But we need to have a little bit of a conversation about this money. So last Friday I washed my hair and it just took ages to dry. And I was like, I can't do this. We're in the beginning of November. And well, it was actually end of October. And like my hair's long and I need to be able to dry it like quickly. So originally what I was doing is every week any leftover personal spending money was going into a rollover challenge, and that was going to go towards a hairdryer. Now initially I was saving up for a really fancy hairdryer like the Shark or something that I could style it. But then I was thinking about it last week and I was like, when do I style my hair? I never style my hair. It's either down or it is in a ponytail, and that's all I do with it. And actually what I really just need is something to dry it. I've never had fancy styling tools. I've always just had my one hairdryer. It was a hairdryer I got in John Lewis like 15 years ago. It didn't even have a diffuser attachment. It was just like the little thing that sort of focuses the air. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, so I started smoking about 2 years ago. But I've always had short hair, so I didn't really mind. But now I'm growing my hair long, I'm like, it needs to dry. Anyway, so I had a look at some reviews and sort of did some research about kind of what would be the best hairdryer. I think we had about £80 like saved up in that challenge, and I ended up getting a pretty decent hairdryer. I got it on sale, so it was only like 66. I then put the extra £4 into my penny challenge. So if you're new around here, I round up everything but my groceries and household because I split that with my partner. So then it was £5, and like the difference goes into the penny challenge. So yeah, and then we had like £10 remaining. I put that £10 into savings challenges, like the money that I'm gonna put in savings challenges for week 5, because that's the week we won't have as much money. And I've decided that for now I'm not going to do any rollover challenge money. I really want to focus on getting like my challenges finished. So yeah, so for now leftover money is going to go back into just doing savings challenges. So that's going to go there. So yeah, I feel really bad because we didn't finish the challenge, but like at the end of the day, like why am I going to spend like over £200 on hairdryer when actually all I want to do is be able to dry my hair, and I can do that for like less than 100. I think there was even some like cheaper ones for like 30 quid. So I was like, what am I doing? If I want to eventually get into like styling my hair, I can. My plan is like, I'm growing my hair long so I can do more with it for my wedding next year. But then after that, I'll probably just cut it short again because that's what I just prefer. So like the 0 points, so I just needed something that would dry my hair. Anyway, so that's just to say that's what's happening with that money. I have bought a hairdryer. Yeah, we won't do rollover challenge for a while, but we are going to put, so every week I assign myself £20 for personal spending. Oh, before I forget, thank you so much for all the love on my previous video. So I released a video, I think it came out on Tuesday. So what I've done is I've set up a Ko-fi, not asking for donations or anything. It's just because I wanted a way of being able to put like loads of challenges that you can access for free. You can also donate, like, it's a basically like pay what you want, and I've seen a lot of other people do it. It's just a way to put like stuff on a site that's easy to like manage but also easy for you to access. I think I could do it via Google Drive. Now if you buy, I think it's my spreadsheet from my Etsy, you do get a link to a Google Drive, which I'm absolutely fine with. I just think it can be quite confusing for people, whereas like on the Ko-fi you just have to like buy it, you're not going to pay anything for it, and then you can just download it. The goal with that is, yeah, I hope it might not be like for the rest of the year, but I'm hoping to have like maybe a challenge up a month, and the challenges and trackers that will go up onto Ko-fi will be different to the ones that are on Etsy. Speaking of Etsy, I thought I got everything out, but I had not. I have done a whole video of like what's on Ko-fi, so you can go check that out if you want. Etsy, I've got a new challenge that I put up available as a digital download of the physical product. So this is Wonderful Winter. This is like the next in this series from Abundant Autumn. Yeah, and I will be doing this as part of my winter challenges. So if you do want to pick up a copy, you can buy from my Etsy. I think that's it. Yeah, I wanted a challenge that wasn't like Christmas themed, because I feel like the winter season starts at like the end of like, not the end of December, but like late December basically, and I wanted something that wasn't Christmas themed, that was like winter themed, so that's why I did that. I just think it's cozy stuff, and like, yeah. So yeah, and then I'll do a spring and a summer as well, so that's available on my Etsy to buy. But if you want like my annual challenge or other things, they are available on my Ko-fi, and everything is linked in the description of this video. Back to cash stuffing. Sorry, I was meant to mention that at the beginning, but I got sidetracked by the hairdresser dryer. So every week I send myself £20 for best of spending money. Every week we play some challenges with that money. So first of all, we are going to go into roll a match. This is from the Rocking Witch. If you've not come across this before, and I'm pretty sure everyone has, you roll a 3-sided dice. If you get 3 of the same, you put in 5. If you get different ones, you put in 10. So pink, pink, pink. Ooh. So I do have my Sharpies there just off to the side. So pink, pink, pink. I probably will do a rollover challenge again at some point. I was kind of just like totaling everything up in some of my saving challenge binders. The goal for like I was going to say mini challenges, but they're still quite big, is to have them finished by the end of autumn. So winter starts like on the 21st of December this year. So the goal was to have them all done by then, and then we'll start winter challenges. But yeah, I was just sort of like looking at it. I was like, actually the 5 or 10 each week would be a bit of a boost. We then go into the 2025 challenge from the Solaris Budget. Again, I say this every week, but I'm going to continue saying it. Every time I mention a creator, I'd really appreciate it if you go and check them out. Go check out they all have YouTube channels, and they all have shops. I think most of them have their own like shops, online shops now. So if you Google them, you would come across them. But absolutely 10 out of 10 recommend them. Actually, it's like 100 out of 10 recommend. They are amazing creators, and they are just really lovely people as well. So yes. So I cheat a little bit with this one. To each row is £5. So we are in November. I just can't get over the fact that we're in November already. And I feel like the next, like, for some reason, November is always our top busy month. I'm just going to take those 2 5s, put in a 10. It's always like our busy month socially. I don't know why. Like, I was working out and I'm like, might have to rearrange the budget a little bit, because like, we're just going to do a lot of travelling, and it's like train travel as well. So yeah, anyway, we will come back to that binder in a bit. So £10 goes into personal spending, and yes, I will keep the pumpkins up until it becomes winter, until it becomes December. I think I'm going to put a little Christmas tree up for December, and then I'll do like a wintry thing hopefully for the rest of winter. I might have to 3D print something for that. So that's that binder done. So the next, if I'm close to this, the next binder we're going to go into is my annuals binder. So this is like annual events and annual bills, etc. So we completed Christmas at the beginning of the month. Annual bills is going to get 10. So annual bills has 100, 220, 40, 50, 60. I'm going to just take those two pens, put in a 20. So this is for stuff like contents insurance, TV license, artillery subscription, water, all that good stuff. Car annuals is going to get 15. So let's take that 2 5s and put in a 10. Then I need 20s. So car annuals has 100 and 200, 300, 450, 70 and 90 to 10, 220, 230. If I have a 20 somewhere lying about, I might exchange it if we've got stuff next week. So that is that binder done. So the next binder we're going to go into is my variable sinking funds binder. This is for stuff that we need to budget for we don't need to budget for, but like I put money in every week because we don't need, it's not necessarily like a regular expense. So we're going to put £5 into health. So health has now got 50, 70, 85, 95, 100. £100 in health. So I've got my flu jab on Saturday, so when you've seen this I will be getting ready to get my flu jab, and then I've got my eye test at the end of the month. Now originally I thought I was going to get new glasses, but like if my eyesight gets slightly worse then I can actually use the prescription that is in my current glasses. So the last time I went my eyesight got better, which was really weird, so much to the point where I was cleared to drive without needing to wear glasses. Now I don't, because I just prefer to have them on. It's like that, almost like I'm so used to driving with glasses that it's like a reassurance thing. Car, we're not going to put anything in. So what I've decided to do is, because we've got a lot of travel coming up and it's not necessarily stuff we're going to be able to use the car for, so I took the £5 that was in car. So we're going to have we have £50 in car. We had 55. I took that 5, I put it into travel, and the reason why I'm going to stick with 50 is if we had to take the car, basically if there was an emergency to either sets of parents, that we had to basically get in the car and go, we have enough to do a charge or two, but we have enough to do actually 2 charges, and we wouldn't necessarily need to do 2 charges, but that is just what that is there for. I'm just prioritising travel a bit more, and again we do this all digitally because the car is an electric car. I'm either paying for the car, like paying for the charge via an app when we're at home, or like you just tap your credit card or your Electroverse card when you're at the charger, the public chargers. So yeah, that's why it's all digital. Same with travel, like nowhere takes cash. It's just so much easier to have this digitally. So travel is going to get 10. So travel now has 20, 35, 40. Yes, yeah, has 40. Gifts is going to get 5, which means gifts has got 20, 35, 45, 50. So, and then self-care. Oh, I don't think I've adjusted this for when I went to get my eyebrows done. I need to do that, but we're just gonna go with it anyway. So self-care is getting 5, so it's got 20, 40, 60, 75. Have I done it? Yeah, I did adjust it. Yeah, this is for stuff like, mainly it's for haircuts and getting my eyebrows waxed, which is super cheap. So haircuts and less so, but yeah, anyway. So that's it for that binder. Then we're going to go back into this savings challenge binder. We're going to play Fibre Fridays and move the roller to the back. It will come back, I promise, but I just really want to focus on my other challenges. So, God, the state of this envelope. Right, we're going to cross off for the 7th of November. I'm going to put in 5. Can we condense that? No. So we'll put in 5. And that is it for this binder. So finally, we're going to go into my autumn challenges. I think I'm going to try and continue to do like some seasonal challenges, in the sense of like just have this binder full of seasonal challenges. It might not always have 6, it might have less. So the goal with this binder is that we're going to complete all the challenges first, and then we'll move it, reallocate it basically. For each challenge that we complete, I'm going to take 10% rounded up to the nearest £5 and take that as a tax and put it into my stocks and shares ISA. I don't talk about investments. It's none of this is basically financial advice. I'm just being transparent transparent because when we add it all up at the end of whenever we finish these challenges, and there'll be a different amount to the like total number of that all the challenges add up to. I'm just like letting you know that's where it's gone. I haven't just like taken the money, but yeah. Anyway, so we've got 4 challenges left. Now I've written down where I want to put this money. Do I want to? Yeah. Okay. So challenge 2 is going to get £15. So challenge 2 is my abundant autumn challenge. So it's to match up with this, like the wonderful winter, and then we've got like some spring and summer ones as well. So yeah, they sort of follow a little bit of a theme. So they're ones you can choose your own amount for. You don't have to. It's not like it's got set amounts, which is what my other seasonal challenge does. So 15 should complete. 15 does not complete this challenge. Why have I done it this way? I don't know. 2, 3. Is it to release more 5s into this? I see what I've done. There was some sort of intelligence behind it. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40. So basically I have a set amount of 5s in circulation in my system. Most of the time I get the money out from the cash point, because I always feel a bit weird when I go into the post office and I'm like, hey, can I have this amount, but can I have it in 5s please? I just feel a bit awkward. Still haven't got my confidence up doing that yet. That's mainly because I only really started with proper cash like a couple of months ago. I've been doing like placeholders before then, so yeah. Anyway, and then I wanted to put £5 into challenge 4. So challenge 4 is my seasonal challenge. So that has £20 in it. Oh yeah, this is what I've done, is to get the 5s back in. There was a method behind my madness. So let's cross over 5. What I'll do is I'll like with kind of all these challenges, I do condense them up. Initially when I was doing this, I was like, I'll have 10s and 20s that we might just put in basically. But I seem to have managed to get like loads of 5s in, so that's what it is. Right. And then we have one last 5, which I am going to roll the dice for. So we only have 4 challenges left to complete, so 4. It's getting another 5. So another 5 below. Yeah, so we will condense that up. And I also will condense some of the notes, just so we have the 5s in circulation for next week. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the support. As always, thank you so much for supporting me. I will see you next week for Cash Stuffing November week 4. Just madness. Anyway, yeah, so look after yourselves, take care of yourselves. Hope you're able to get out during the daylight to get that much needed vitamin D. Anyway, so yeah, thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.